Hello and welcome to Mates Rates. I'm Daniel,
I'm Aaron.
And I'm Jack.
and
You
today's
cocked it.
topic is Rick and Morty, the Ricklantis mix-up. So, this episode. Yes.
So, you know,
Why did Aaron already laugh?
Leave this all in.
It was a damn good episode, and we're here to talk about it. Jack, you just watched it, right?
yeah, I watched it like half an hour ago.
Like,
Actually,
yeah,
I
okay,
take
10
that back,
seconds
it's like
ago.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah. So, how much of Rick and Morty you seen? Because I don't.
Wait, have we
fully know.
started?
I've seen the whole.
Yes,
I've
just
seen the whole
started.
season,
Alright.
the whole series.
Ah, cool.
Do you want to just do a retake? 'Cause
No,
I
I'm not
thought
doing a
you
bloody
really messed
retake.
up.
It's
No,
come
I'm not doing a
this is
retake.
in,
Edit
Aaron.
that out.
Fucking
Alright,
in,
okay,
Aaron.
Whatever, sorry.
As you can
I'll
tell,
see
we
the
have the
question
highest
again.
level of professionalism.
Yeah.
But yeah, so a quick recap.
Hey, check this multimedia.
I
quick-
hate you.
The whole
Shut up,
episode is
Aaron.
basically Rick and Morty say they're going to Atlantis, and they do go to Atlantis, but some
And then don't see him for the whole episode.
Rick and Morty ask, yeah, we don't, because they got another Rick and Morty from the rebuilding the whole citadel of Ricks. Like, hey, would you like to participate in our survey to rebuild the citadel? And I was like, no, I'm the one that blew it up, you idiot. And so yeah, and then we learn a whole episode about the citadel of Ricks and all the Mortys, and yeah. Also, are we gonna say spoilers or
Fun
not?
fact: Daniel isn't a movie reviewer,
Yeah.
so I don't know if you noticed that.
Fun fact: Aaron is a
Oh, I
professional
Learning
cunt bag.
suspicion.
Probably noticed that one
Leave
though.
that in.
I sure did.
But yeah, so
No,
Obvious-
basically, we'll not explain a ton of it because
yeah, everyone
Go
he's
see it,
probably
it's a
seen
great
it. Yeah,
episode.
go
Well,
see
who
it.
cares? It
haven't
came out
already.
like 3 days ago. didn't it?
Yeah, he's probably
Yeah,
seen it
it's
on
it's
YouTube. And
basically a collection of concurrent stories in the citadel at which most Rick and Mortys reside.
oh, easy movie review. That was bloody really.
Yeah, as you can tell, he is professional.
And so yeah, and you learn about all the different Ricks and Mortys and all the politics of the Rick and Morty citadel, and obviously if you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, so don't probably listen to this. But we find out that this,
do just listen to this after you watch it.
yeah, right after,
You come back, please.
yeah, go watch it
Listen
now
to
and
it
then.
while you're watching it.
Yeah, maybe not, but yeah. So essentially, there's Morty's running for president, and everyone's like, Morty's have rights too, you know. But we find out at the end of the episode that this Morty is, of course, the evil Morty from
The Morty who had an eye patch and then got rid of it,
Yes,
which I forgot. I
because
got
he
really
owned
confused.
the Rick. Which yeah, same
Yes,
one.
it is the same Morty.
Did he
Oh
not?
my god.
Oh, I didn't get it. Did you not see like the fires at the end?
No.
What? They're like flying for this. Oh, well, yeah, it's the same one. That's
I
why.
also probably wasn't really paying attention, but like, no, I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, so essentially that Morty's the same one. He's taken over the whole citadel of Rick's, which is pretty nuts.
Oh god.
Oh god, yeah. Here
Oh
we
my
go.
god, what just happened?
Your reaction was a lot less than mine.
Did the call
I
just
went.
shut out for all of you?
No, that was just
What?
Aaron. Whatever.
I
Anyways.
just
What was it?
stopped for like 10 seconds.
But yeah, no, this episode was
Oh.
definitely one of, if not the best one, I think, ever. Because it's
Yeah.
just,
It was pretty good.
it was pretty good. It just got most, like, all the things that make it funny, as always, but also, like, really smart and really well done.
There's some really clever parody in it, and it's definitely the best episode that doesn't heavily feature C-136.
Yeah, it's
So-
literally known of anyone. Funny thing is literally the whole episode is just Justin Roiland talking to himself. There's like no
Yeah.
other voices.
I thought about that. That must have been a hell of a day in the studio.
Yeah. Oh, so we have obviously the start when they go to Atlantis, and then they show off the world, and then then the news Ricks with
Which are hilarious.
yeah, there's like what's
Yeah,
his name?
they-
The Rick
C.
D17s are just brilliant.
Yeah,
because
he's like,
one of them just looks normal, the
yeah.
other has a giant
I'm Rick D716 and I'm Rick D716B, and he's got a more messed up face than the first one, but exactly the same.
And then C turns up and he's
And
absolutely
let's go
just
to Rick's
gone.
D716C, and he's like face is just half destroyed. Poor guy. And then we also get a few different stories at once. We get the cop Morty, the fat cop Morty that's kind of done with his shit, and he's like,
Yeah, the really jaded policeman.
yeah, and it's kind of
teaming
this
up with
whole,
straight out of the academy new cop who's actually a Rick.
yeah, and it's
So
kind
it's a
of
bit of a flip on their normal character arcs because one of them's really jaded and just hates everyone, is ready to kill people, and the
yeah,
other one's
yeah,
kind of like,
and there's
it's
a whole
a
like
bit
undertone of
new
like Morty's like black people like neighborhood, and you
Yeah.
get it if you've seen the episode, and yeah, I thought that was some bits of that were really good, and
some
obviously,
bits of it were really dark too. It was
Yeah,
just, some
yeah.
of it was just, jeez.
and then we also have the Stand By Me Morty's in school with the lizard one, the fat one, the one with glasses, and then the cool one.
Wait, I
The
thought it was
dramatic
Left
one.
Hand Morty.
That was one of the best jokes. But that was very good, and then we also have obviously the ongoing story of the Morty trying to be the first Morty president, and
Which was brilliant because, like, first of all, you don't realize it is evil at the start, and you kind of realize that as it goes on, and it really hits you at the end when they start playing the evil Morty music.
yeah,
I
the
like
music,
how at the
yeah,
start, how condescending every
Mm.
Rick is to this Morty. Like all the new
everyone
stuff
loves
is
him,
like,
and
and you know
the,
who's also running, who deserves at least one vote for being adorable? It's
Yeah.
this Morty.
yeah, they're all like, oh, yeah, he's trying his best, it's the nice try, bro, and it was really good actually, and the whole
And the fourth story, which is like basically Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, but this
If
guy,
instead of if like Charlie Bucket's father worked at the chocolate factory, went
Yeah.
insane and tried to kill some people.
so you have the Charlie the Chocolate Factory type thing with the guy, and this guy's like, no, I'm done with this shit. I never get fucking promoted. I've been here for 25 years, something. And then he goes into
15.
They talk about how like there are Ricks working for other Ricks who make 10 times their like salary, even though they're as smart as
Yeah,
the
but they're
ones.
literally exactly the same.
Which seems
Yeah.
weird because some of them don't actually
But-
seem as smart as the other ones.
Yeah.
Like the guy who says, I'm a plumber and I'm a Rick and I'm a plumber.
What's good is the ad for that originally, when it's like this one simple Rick thinks about this ad.
Oh yeah.
He like, cause he has his life, and it's like, oh, Beth, he actually has Beth, and they play this one memory on repeat for him, and he just sits there, and they like get the juices of the memory or
Secrete
something weird. Yeah,
Happiness.
you get the happiness
Yeah,
of
that's
it and
what
put
it
it in some
is.
candy. and obviously the payoff for the second time once they he does a little thing, keeps him terrorist, and then it's like, no, this guy's alright, and then they in that moment when he's happy and he think he's real good, they use that after they shoot him.
Yeah, they let him be
Just-
free and go to his own world, but they
gold.
shoot him and take that memory.
Yeah.
Use that instead.
The
I like the design of the Morty school, especially that everyone's locker is the exact same. It all has a picture of
they
Jazz
all
and
have a
Jazz.
bit. Yeah, that's one of the best. That's great. And the what was it? The guy puts his hand on. He's like, oh, what is it? Tall Morty. That was great. And he's like,
That was-
did
that
I
was good.
graduate yet or whatever? That was very good.
How many story arcs do they normally have in an episode?
Usually
only just one
one
or
or two.
two. Yeah, but that one was
Yeah, so there
Had a lot.
was a bit all over the shop this episode.
yeah.
It kind of depends. Usually,
Oh, Aaron's gone.
and
How's he going?
Oh, wait.
Like
Aaron,
that.
say that
Okay,
again. You cut out for a second.
restart.
Aaron, say that again.
So usually they'll have like a major arc with Rick and Morty, and then like a minor arc with say Summer and Beth, and sometimes Jerry.
Yeah. Not
But
too
there are
much
certain
anymore,
episodes
but
where they'll have the major arc, and like the
Yeah.
other people will have a minor arc. But none of them are in it. At
No,
all,
just
except for
all
Rick and
this Morty world.
C-136 for like right at the end, like
Yeah.
right at the start and end.
Alright, so
Yeah.
if you don't mind, I'm gonna talk about some things I found that people on like Reddit and things found. Was
Oh,
the
yeah?
Oh, he's found some memes.
no, not not memes, but someone, because they've got like little synopsises for
Synopses.
oh Jesus for each episode
Nazi.
on I think it's Netflix or something. But the synopsis for episode 10 was Rick finally confronts the president or something, and that makes a lot more sense now than it did before. Before you thought what is he gonna see Trump? Are you kidding?
Yeah, Daniel thought they were going to have some hard-hitting political stance
Oh my
on
god,
the current
I'd be
president of
so
America,
pissed if
Donald
they did
Trump.
though, cause like don't think that people even give a shit about. Like, they're not a political show, despite the fact this episode
I think they're too clever to
Yeah.
do that. 'Cause
Yeah.
If they did that, they'd kind of be dividing part of their audience, and I
Yeah.
think it's a good idea not to take a stance on that.
Yeah, and I like the well, it sticks with the slogan. It's a show has to be this dumb to be this smart or whatever it is. What is it? It's only a show this dumb could be this. What is it?
Never
No, only a
finished
show
your life,
this
it's
smart
not
could be
life.
this stupid. There we go. and
Only a
that
podcast this stupid could be this
beautiful.
stupid.
Thank God I wrote that down. You know. What was great was the Morty strip club.
Oh, that was
was good.
brilliant.
That
was
was so
incredible,
funny.
Morty.
Cowboy Morty was just so funny,
Yeah.
especially at the end when he's like, these guns are fake. This cowboy's gonna mosey on out.
Just
of
gotta
here."
get out of here. Yeah. Don't mind
I
the
want to know,
video.
is that the original Cowboy Morty?
Yeah,
we saw in
that's what
the
people
first
say.
Citadel thing?
Some people are like, oh yeah, he took a turn. His life didn't go too well. But
Or maybe
obviously,
it went even better.
the big reveal of the President Morty / Evil Morty. What are they gonna? Are they gonna fight him, or what? What do you reckon's gonna happen in, I guess, episode 10 when Rick and Morty have to actually
It'll be Rick and Morty, and I
confront.
reckon they're gonna bring in Summer and possibly Beth even, and it's just gonna be them taking on hordes of Ricks and Mortys trying to protect the president, and they're gonna get to the end, and it's gonna be like the president will seem underarmed, but he'll probably have some sort of huge gadget or something like in a video game.
Yeah, like a video game. I can see that. I think like it's gonna be something like that Morty and the whole thing like somehow takes over like the universe, like goddamn well, like the
Possesses the
government style.
Vindicators, or the one Vindicator. that
The one left.
Count Nuke.
Yeah, but no, I think it's gonna be something like that, and Rick and Morty finally find out about them when they're gonna take over the world or some shit, and so they have to come and somehow take him out, you know. But you never know.
The thing I love about the Citadel episodes is just the absolute span of different kinds of Ricks and Mortys there are. 'cause
Yeah,
it
you just-
really, really
look in the
implies that
background,
they can
there's
be
so
any
many.
kind of Rick and Morty.
Yeah. What was the what was I saying? They normally put a teaser out for the next episode. This one was just that Rick and Morty Morty's and Rick are running away from some bad guy. I don't know what it is or who he is. And then Morty's holding this turtle with like gems on it or some shit, and then Rick's like, "Don't look at the turtle's eyes; they'll make you know everything" or something. And then Morty's like, "Oh shit, I looked into its eyes," and then he's like real fucked up, and he's more fucked up than normal because he's Morty, and everything's gone to crap. And then he's like, "Oh, Rick, help me get rid of this memory or something." And then Rick takes him to this place, this room full of little like tubes, and it's like, "Oh, this is Morty's memory, Morty's mind blowers," he says. And he's like, "Oh yeah, we're just doing this instead of interdimensional cable." So I guess that's
That's
what
cool.
yeah.
Because I always really like the interdimensional cable episodes, just
It's
how
just-
ridiculous and funny they are.
Yeah, so it's just
Yeah,
gonna be
definitely.
Morty's memories that he wanted to get rid of. So Rick helped get rid of
Oh,
him.
this cannot be good.
That's
There's
good.
gonna be
Yeah,
some dodgy
it'll be
stuff.
interesting. And yeah, I wonder how that will all go. But all right,
Here's what I wonder about the Citadel and the strip club.
yeah,
Does that for there to be a strip club like that, there would probably be implied some sort of sexual attraction from some other party towards the dancer. So is it Morty's or Rick?
I think it's Rick. Well, there's a lot of. I think it's Morty. I mean, there was
Yeah, wasn't there a lot of Mortys in there?
there was a lot of them just getting off to
Maybe
other
it's not
Mortys.
sexual, maybe it's just like, when people go to like a concert, like say,
Aaron, are you Morty sexual or not?
It's 2017 now, guys.
Okay, Morty sexuals have rights as well, you know. But no,
Did you hear Trump's not letting multisexuals into the army? They're too fragile of mind.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and they still can't vote here in Australia.
Yeah.
That was someone's photoshopped. I thought I was left-handed, Morty. Then you should use your left hand, eat more vegetables. Since someone's photoshopped noob in the
Oh, that's
background. God damn. Which is perfect.
That's right, guys. Come to this podcast to see memes explained.
Yeah, that's the way you want them done. Why would you want to actually watch memes? But also like how the little teaser they put for this episode was the whole actual normal part of Rick and Morty. They come back and they got mermaid puss in it, and they go into Atlantis, and that's it. That's Is that the first episode without any Rick or Morty or anyone in the family? Oh,
I think
Have
the
to
original.
be, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of any other ones. No, not really.
I don't think there is.
No, because they all involve the family of some sort.
Yeah, even what episode had just was it summer? Just summer? I can't remember that. That was whatever.
Even if it doesn't have Beth or Jerry, it'll still usually have Summer, I think.
Yeah, it'll be
Yes, because Summer's become a lot bigger a character than originally she
yeah,
was.
she was
Hmm.
especially at the start of this season with the whole
Yeah.
Mad Max one. That wasn't the first episode, but she's pretty big in that one.
Yeah.
All right. I know you probably haven't gotten.
So do you want to move on to some other news?
No, before we move on, everyone's favorite moment from the episode, just off the top of your heads, because I haven't got any written. I've got some written down, but no favorite one by far. Or one of your favorites. Doesn't have to be actual favorite.
I've got to say,
I'm not gonna hold you back on it.
I really like the bit where Cop Morty approaches a bunch of Mortys and goes, "Oh, geez, guys, how you doing? Oh, geez,
And he like fakes it.
Respond like that.
Yeah.
That's
And
a
then
good one. I think mine.
talking about his Rick.
Yeah.
I think mine might be they're in the Morty Club or whatever that is,
Yeah.
and what happens? They get in a shootout with the big Morty,
Yeah, Big
Yeah.
Morty.
and then the cop Rick turns on his partner Morty or whatever.
Yeah.
I like that
Oh
bit.
yeah.
I like the when the cops are there and they go into like some random person, like some random shop owner, and he's like, "Oh yeah, they robbed us. They were short. They had that brown hair. They wore yellow shirts."
Yeah, that's good.
And they're like, anything out of the ordinary? No, just 4 normal Mortys. And then his mate in the back goes, "Normal Mortys? Like, are you kidding?"
Oh yeah. and then
He's
goes
like,
so-
which is great.
Also, the intro into the Tales of the Citadel thing was also really well done because it did seem like a bit of a sitcom, but also
Yeah.
like something kind of gritty at the same time.
Yeah, it
and
was.
I was really confused when I
good.
saw that because I thought it was just a bunch of random people originally.
Yeah. Do you want to move on to? Oh, did Jack say this? Yeah, he said it.
Also, juggling Rick's really funny.
Yeah, juggling. So,
Yeah, he's good.
I have three solutions, everybody. All right. So,
yeah,
do you wanna
look, I'd like to hire
move on?
you. Would we like to talk about benefits?
All right. Do you want to move on to our next topic?
Sure.
Sure, let's go.
Alright, so as you may or may not have known, Pewdiepie yesterday was on Twitch playing, I think it was PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and he said the N-word, and of course people lost their shit over it. It wasn't
What exactly was the context?
the
of
context,
him
yeah. He
saying
was playing and he was trying to shoot a guy and he can't get him. He's like, crap, and then instead of saying just shit or whatever, he goes, "Hey, you effing," and yeah. So he actually like it was like an actual full on proper. It wasn't a joke that time. So that was the main reason people
that's
got so
good.
riled up about it.
Yeah, now everybody's having a go at him.
Yeah, I was just looking on Twitter yesterday, and that was just everything was just that. And I'm just like, come on.
Mm.
Well, as it should be, because that is, pretty unacceptable for him to say.
Yeah, but
Like, I don't
Yeah, it
think he
was,
has
I
a very
guess.
good defense there, other than he wasn't.
No, no. But for all the things going on in the world right now, and the amount people are like, I've seen so many people talk about it so passionately. It's like, can you just put the passion into something else? You know? It's just.
I mean, yeah, I feel like give it a week and Mark Latham will be really weighing in. It's bloody pacey
But no,
culture gone
yeah.
mad. Tell you what, you can't say it anymore. There's just some words you can't use.
But no, it was just people went off about it, obviously, and I don't think he put a big kind of like apology or anything. I think he just put on. I watched this video today. He just did not a normal video, but he started off as like, "Oh yeah, when you're streaming on Twitch, people are sure gonna slip up," and I did. And then he just did a whole video about other people stuffing up on Twitch.
All right, well, that's
Yeah,
not
it was.
really kind. I mean, I understand.
No.
Yeah,
It's
he's
nice,
kind of
it's a
just
bit
deflecting
rude,
the
just going,
blame there.
Yeah,
"Hey,
it
man,
was kind
I'm
of
not
like,
the only
yeah,
person
because
who's
he
racist
was,
here. Look at these smaller people
yeah,
do the
yeah.
same thing."
To be fair, not, yeah, it was just, but no, definitely. Cause I normally like his stuff, and he's alright, and sometimes it's funny, but like, and most of the time, like when he gets caught up in controversy, it's just Wall Street Journal got them putting together a million clips from his videos and saying he's a Nazi, even though they're all jokes and they're all in context and have been taken out
They're
of
all, like,
context.
satire or, like,
Yeah,
irony or
yeah.
something.
But this time is genuine, so I guess that's why people went so ballistic and well, what can I say? You can't say that.
I cannot see this ending
Nah, I mean, whatever.
channel, but this
Whatever.
is going
I
to
reckon-
be a fair few
I reckon
viewers.
he'll have to deal with this for probably quite a long time after.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's just too big right now to just somehow sink and just get like not
Yeah,
be
he
successful.
can't
But
really.
So with some other people.
yeah, it's like I don't want to be one of them people, but it's just sad that he just has so many fans and stuff that almost no matter what he does, he just won't fail, kind of.
Yeah,
Like
I
kind of the
guess.
too big to fail type thing. But
And also, he has a lot of young viewers, so he's
Yeah.
kind of
yeah,
like,
that's a
talking
big
to
one.
impressionable youths, and that's
I
Yeah.
suppose
not
not that
something
many
what I'm
people would have
saying.
been watching him stream though.
Mm,
I would
I mean,
doubt that very heavily. I think
yeah.
a lot of people would have been.
Well, I mean, it depends what time you streamed because it could have been
yeah,
you know,
true. But
like
he
through
does
the night.
he does
I
still
mean, like,
no
does
matter
have
what time
international
he gets
fans,
a
though.
fair few. Yeah, just because of his how big he is, he gets a fair few.
If it was through school or something, you wouldn't think there'd be too many kids watching.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
mean, schools
but
are different times.
it's got different time around the world, and
Yeah,
kids take day
Yeah.
off schools and whatever. Either way, it wasn't good, and you
I
can't
love the
just do
idea
that.
of a kid that'll take a day off school every single
just
time.
to
he
watch
comes to it.
Pewdiepie.
There's got to be one.
Well, thing is, that's one reason. I think it was also that's one reason he's gone to Twitch instead of YouTube, because he just can't say anything on YouTube anymore, and he doesn't make money off it anymore, because YouTube just got rid of nearly everything that has anything bad in it. They just can't make money off. One other big thing because of that was that I think it was Firewatch. I think Aaron played Firewatch.
Oh yeah, I've
didn't
played
he? Yeah, you
Firewatch.
played Firewatch. Their company is trying to take down all the videos with their that Pewdiepie recorded of playing that game, because they're like, we don't stand by this, so we don't want videos of him playing our game to exist, I guess, because I don't want
Wait, so they're just taking down videos of him just normally playing their game?
just to try and
Yeah,
because they don't want to be
the
related
developer,
to
I've just looked it up.
yeah.
I've just looked it up. The developer is Campo Santo.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Great insight there.
But thank you very much. But yeah, you kind of get why, but I don't think it's gonna make much of a difference. And by the
That's a
time,
bit of an unfortunate blight on that developer, because you'd like to think that that game was made by people who kind of care about the gaming industry and gaming in general, and then seeing stuff like that kind of makes you think otherwise a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah,
I do understand why they've done it, but I think that's probably just a tad too far.
Nintendo's famous
Yeah.
for doing that.
well,
apparently.
Nintendo do it all the time on YouTube. You put 6 seconds of a Nintendo game in there, they're like, nope, get it out of here. People can't
You
make
say,
money
it's
off
a me,
out.
and they're on it, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
but
they
Nintendo's big enough to even like without all the YouTube videos, they'll still be really popular.
sorry. I was scrolling through Twitter and I see VeggieTales. Never forget 9/11. But with the VeggieTales guy. Why do I follow VeggieTales? I don't know, but oh my god.
It's good to know
The VeggieTales. Okay. I'll put the link to that.
Oh my god.
That VeggieTales care about 9/11 because I was really worried that they supported it, you know.
Well, it's never too young to start learning about national tragedies.
Yeah. So, do you want to keep talking about this or not?
Do you have any other things you'd like to bring up? 'Cause I've got
You
some
want to
stuff.
bring up the what's it called, the controller or
New
something?
N64 controller done by a company called Retro Fighters. It is a Kickstarter campaign, which may sound a bit bad, but it's actually, of the $13,000 goal that it set, it has gained $166,000.
Jesus
and
Christ!
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
So
I don't have any faith in Kickstarter things though. Just from some
Actually-
of the fails before. But whoa.
it looks really good. It's from a company that has a track record of doing stuff like this. They had already made a original NES controller that's modernized and like is basically more comfortable than the original.
Yeah, I'm looking at it
plastic
now.
brick
That's
that
pretty
it
cool.
was.
And so
And so
Yeah, I'm on the
basically,
website. I can't really see too many
wait,
photos. of it,
NES
though.
or N64? Or both. They've already got
it's a
N64.
64 one.
Oh, okay.
Essentially, I'd describe it as looking a bit like an Xbox controller,
Yeah.
but instead of having the original buttons, it has the C buttons. Instead of having the right-hand analog stick, it has A and B buttons.
Yeah, it's essentially just a better version of that controller because that controller's a mess. Have you seen that?
Yeah,
Oh my
so
god.
It's moved
Yeah,
the
it
original
is.
D-pad to the left and the analog stick to the left too, in a
Mm.
more conventional setup. It also has the Z, L, and R buttons are on the back now, like a normal controller. So it has your left and right button
Does it
triggers.
does it only work on
Oh, yeah.
actual N64s or are they making
Yes,
it?
there's no USB port for it. or
There's no
anything,
like
you have
not for a Switch or
to
anything if you wanted
64.
to. No.
No, not
No.
yet.
Yeah, I guess enough people
They said
supporting
they
it. That's
might
good.
be planning on doing stuff like that.
Well, I hope it goes well, but hey, you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Find out, I guess.
basically, you can kind of order them right now if you pledge money. So if you
Yeah.
pledge $1 or more, you get basically the pledge. If you pledge $20, you actually get the controller, and it'll ship anywhere in the world. $30 or more, you get the
Jesus.
controller and the poster.
Yeah, I'm reading as
$45
well.
or more, you get your name in the instruction manual. And 100 or more, you get the T-shirt bundle, which includes the controller, T-shirt, and a bunch of other cool stuff.
Jeez, this is like a
And
massive
it just
ad.
goes on for that. I just think it's
And
it's
if you-
really cool because
you
that
pledge
controller's an
$300
actual
to-
mess.
Our podcast, we will give you absolutely nothing, but we'll be happy to take it.
Yeah,
Also,
we
as
might
a
say thank
great-
you maybe once or twice.
Yeah, as a great throwback to like the controls of that time, it has a turbo button on it.
Yeah, it's pretty
Which
cool.
I just find really funny.
Yeah, it's cool. But yeah, it looks good. Did it make other ones or just that? Let me check out. They have like a
I think
few
it might
other
be
ones.
just
made
the
an NES
Yes, and
one.
Yeah,
But I think that's about it.
yeah. Well, that's
Well,
what
they've
it
got a
is.
website. I'm having a look
News
at
I'd
their
like to bring
website.
up. Would we like to hear about the Tokyo Game Show?
Okay, sure, why not? That's not
Oh, explain that to me.
Alright,
I
so
haven't heard
it's-
about that.
Oh, it's not an actual game
it's
show.
a-
It's a
It's like PAX
game.
in Tokyo.
show.
So yeah, and Sony's announced all the games that it'll be having at its booths on the show floor. So
Yeah, it's
people
like
can
a
actually play and test out.
Japan E3 type thing, isn't it?
Yeah, or like PAX or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So some of the PlayStation 4 games, we're talking Call of Duty World War One, Detroit Become Human, Gran Turismo Sport, Monster Hunter
Yeah.
World, and Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, as well as Knack 2 and a couple of other things.
Knack
that
2,
aren't
baby! Frickin' Knack 2! Knack 2 is like a massive meme.
Okay, I was wondering why.
It's a massive
also-
joke on like Donkey's channel, if you know him.
Also, they also have VR games that you'll be able to trial, including Skyrim VR and Final Fantasy 15 VR,
Is
as well as a couple of other things.
is Skyrim on the Switch yet or not? Or is that just the ad?
No, I think that's actually coming to the Switch. Originally, No, that's just a tech demo, but
Yeah,
now
'cause
they've
it was on
confirmed that
the-
it is coming to the Switch.
Alright, yeah, I think a few things coming to the Switch soon. They've got that new Worms game. Obviously that. But I think most companies are now finally getting on board with a lot of things. Super Meat Boy, a lot of indie stuff is coming as well.
Yeah. Also, just a bit of extra information. The dates which it will be running from would be September 21st to 24th.
Mm. So yeah.
I've got a joke for that. No.
So if you want to get over there,
It's
it's
not-
So
there.
if you want to go to Japan, good
remember?
luck. We're
Do you
certainly
remember 21st night of September?
not. Oh, Aaron, no.
Skyrim VR. Yep.
Aaron. Apparently Rayman's coming to that. Rayman seemed pretty good.
Yeah, apparently there's going to be some good stuff.
Fucking FIFA, yeah.
NBA. I'd like to see how that turns out.
Yeah, that's got the new story mode, hasn't it? This NBA this
I
year.
think it might. Yeah, because EA did the journey mode with
The
FIFA
soccer
this
one,
year.
yeah. I never got to that, but I heard it was alright. But no matter what you did, it didn't make a difference. You could choose every negative option, and you still wouldn't turn out any worse or better. Then
Yeah, I didn't go in for that because I'm a bit sick of EA at the moment, to be honest.
yeah,
Played
not
FIFA
a
15 and FIFA 16 and just got screwed over like for the whole game.
Yeah,
So
I'm not. I used to be FIFA a lot, and if a friend has it and they invite me over, I'll go over and bloody play it. But
Not worth
I
buying
wouldn't
again
spend
every
$80 a year for the same game essentially with some new faces and new characters, new characters being
Yeah.
people that are real and that it's just not. I don't know how you sell FIFA, but it makes money. People like soccer.
Has there been anything you guys have watched or played recently that you would like to tell us about before we leave?
I'm obviously playing heaps of Overwatch as always. It's been good, and the Junkrat Australia type thing is coming to Overwatch soon, which I'm very excited about. There's like a whole new map. It's like
That's
meant to be in
new
Australia.
map for anyone who doesn't know. It's
Yeah.
a sort of pseudo like Mad Max-ish a little bit, but
Yeah,
just
but
an Australian map where everything's just like a junkyard.
yeah, and I haven't played a lot out of the ordinary. Nah, it's not
I've
for
seen
me.
some stuff. I've watched a couple of shows.
Yeah,
I've watched
yeah.
a animated show called Camp Camp, which I binged all at once one night.
I heard
All
of
seasons
that.
of it. It's good. It's pretty funny. It's one of those animated shows which is a comedy and it's animated in a very like kid-friendly way, but it's not. Like it's got some really dark jokes in it.
Oh,
and
that's
that
that's
are
Rooster
very
Teeth, yeah.
overt. There's swearing in that.
What's
but,
it called?
yeah,
Camp
Rooster
Camp.
Teeth. Camp Camp.
Camp.
Cool. Oh, so
I've
it's
also
already
been
short YouTube.
White
ones.
Gold, which is a
Yeah,
British
so
comedy.
I'm watching that as
series
well.
set in the
That's
1980s,
good.
and it has a brilliant soundtrack.
And it's
There's
very
some
funny.
great bands in there, including Duran Duran.
Not mainly, but if you chose one band to be in it, it's Duran Duran, which I think is why Aaron
Yeah,
likes it so
there's-
goddamn much.
There's a lot of 80s British music, which is what
Yeah.
I'm really into.
Yeah, it's funny because they're all dickheads and they're all wankers, and that's the whole thing. They're like proud of it as well.
Yeah,
Except for
they're
the
all
one nice
really
guy who
unlikable,
obviously
but
has
they're
to
really
finish
funny.
last. Hold up.
Jackie, you played anything?
Yes, I have, but I forgot the name of it. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
All right.
Here
Hold
we
up.
go.
Just to
This is
feel
gonna
the-
be good.
Just to
No,
fill the
okay.
time, I'm going for Twitter. Did you hear about Gordon Ramsay's new plane food? For
Plane
airplanes.
is in.
As in
aero- okay.
airplanes. Whoa. He's making like.
Let me guess, $8 pack of peanuts.
No, he's making like. I can't tell if it's I think it's before planes or after, and you hop off, and it's like a restaurant, but run by Gordon Ramsay, I guess, at
Yes,
airports.
What's it called? Ah,
Wow,
got it.
that's.
It's called Sorry, go on.
But yeah, so he's got his own plane food restaurant. That's crazy.
I hope he
Anyways,
sells alcohol 'cause that's all the people really want when they get off.
yeah, when
they
they get
just
off a
wanna
plane
drink.
flight, yeah, that's fair.
So what are you playing, Jack?
Yeah.
Yes, it's called Drop Wizard. It's a mobile game made by Nitrome.
Really.
It's a bit it's a platformer, but it's a vertical platformer.
Yeah. So like,
because it's on a phone.
yeah. So it's like, yeah,
And
I kinda
then-
get it.
And so it's like it's got like a bunch of levels, but it's got like a fairly steep learning curve because if you stuff up on like one of the levels, you have to go back at the very start of like
Mm.
all the whole game.
Yeah. So you gotta just
So like
redo it.
yeah, so it's a good game. I was playing it for a while, got a little
Alright.
tired of it now.
Um,
But yeah, definitely a good game if you're looking for
Most
something to
mobile
play.
games kind of go that way. You're playing too
Yeah.
much,
Yeah.
and then 5 minutes later, oh, jeez, that was a waste. Um,
So we'll be wrapping it up for this week. Thanks for listening to Mates Rates, and we'll see you next time. Everyone say
Oh.
bye.
Bye.
See you.
Gee, that was
Bye.
steep.
What an outro, Jesus.